Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, August 11th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I believe in the value of love. All right, so we definitely have some things going on. We have the moon shifting signs today. We have Mercury shifting signs today. And we actually have a connection with the North Node. And that's where I'm kind of feeling drawn to start. The North Node is currently in Gemini. So in our individual chart, the North Node is like our destiny calling. And the South Node is like what we want to release, what we want to utilize the lessons from, but like move away from. And so the collective North Node in Gemini, is like where we as a collective need to do some work, right? So the North Node in Gemini is like keeping your mind open, connecting to all of the pieces, all of the moving pieces. So with the North Node in Gemini, it kind of adds to the antenna that we all have going on, connecting in, listening to everything. Now we have a square with this North Node in Gemini with Mars in Virgo. And the phrase that came up was actually a Rumi verse. Beyond right doing and wrongdoing, there is a field, and I will meet you there. And my feeling is like this Mars in Virgo energy, we really want to take aligned healing and holy action in our lives. And I mean holy from that holistic Virgo perspective, body, mind, spirit, soul, heart, like that collective within us, and move from that. And that being said, the North Node in Gemini, it's like spouting information from all, it's like, okay, what are those? You know those sprinkler systems that like the water's going everywhere? That's what this North Node in Gemini energy feels like. And so Mars may be like, wait, which water stream am I listening to? And it's like all of them. All of that water has nutrients. All of it has something to listen to. And the overall feeling is like coming back to that Mars energy. What is your alignment in your personal holistic energy as we feed through all of these energies? So we may feel a little crossroads. This is actually a T-square energy because the South Node is actually also feeding in, creating this T-square. It's also squaring that Mars. The South Node in Sagittarius is like, don't get caught up in dogma. Don't get caught up in beliefs. Like, learn from your knowledge. Let your knowledge filter in. But recognize, like, gotta stay in the moment. Gotta stay in the moment. That's the Gemini. It's one of the best Gemini skills. So recognizing that will help in this energy. But you may feel a little of that which way, and you may want to, like, run to things that you've done in the past. But again, staying in the moment, listening in the moment, and again, connecting to this alignment within really helps. We have such strong Virgo energy, and with Mercury shifting into Virgo, we're adding to more of it. And so again, I think one of the highest lessons of Virgo is connecting on that holistic level, connecting to our holy selves, body, mind, spirit, soul, heart. With Virgo, we can bring focus, but sometimes we tend to just focus with the mind, but the mind is just one-dimensional, and we are these multi-dimensional beings. So we want to connect from these multi-dimensional places to really feel our way through all these water droplets spiraling in. So we're definitely going to be feeling that thing. I love that the moon is shifting. So we have the moon shifting out of Virgo. Like I said, lots of Virgo energy. Out of Virgo into Libra. Before shifting out of Virgo, it is going to be making several connections. It's going to connect with Neptune. Have you been having crazy dreams? Because, oh my gosh, I've been having very interesting dreams. So Neptune reminding us there's so much more going on in the spiritual. Like, I feel like in this world, you know how it says we use like 7% of our brain, or whatever the percentage is, I may be getting the percentage wrong. I feel like that's what we see in the universe. Like, we are able to witness like 7% of what is happening in the universe, and there is so much more going on. And so Neptune is like, let me connect you to the 93% of the rest of the universe, of what's going on. So we're getting some downloads in and through our sleep, and again, in and through our body. Listen to your body for the signs. Moon connecting to Venus. That's what I thought. Again, with the moon and Venus, I worked on Soul Garden. Those were Love Fest days. This is an opportunity to notice what's going on unconsciously within your body, unconsciously within your holistic self. So listen to those unconscious whispers that are coming up. There may be something that you need to hear in that. And again, it may be like in dream time that this is coming up, because it is happening in the middle of the night, 3:15 a.m. That's California time, or West Coast time, Pacific time. But, still, these energies work us. The final connection before the moon shifts is with Pluto, knowing your power. And your power is directly connected to you connecting to your holistic self. So listen to yourself. You have so much wisdom to offer. All right, so moon into Libra hopes and helps, that's a combination of those words, to balance us. But I have to say, a lot of times we will feel the pendulum swing back and forth before we find what that balance is. Balance happens in here first before we can balance out there. Libra can have the tendency to want to try to balance out there before balancing within. So do be aware of that and try to find, okay, what is my harmonious self? This is why we want to tap into our holistic selves, right? Moon and Virgo beforehand, because when we can tap into all of those layers, we're not like, okay, I'm leading with my head, and then we're so out of whack because we've forgotten all the other bits and pieces. I think I forgot to mention, though, before that shift, we will have that void moon, so the morning may just feel a little wonky, a little off, not really wanting to wake up. That's okay. Listen to that as well. That's part of the process. How can you honor your body's experience of these energies? All right, so Mercury through all of this is going to be holding that space of 29 Leo. Very passionate, can be very fiery, can also be very frustrated when it doesn't get its way. So you may feel that on top of all these other things, the frustration, like, I have this thing I love, I desire, I want it. Why is it not happening? And I think the best thing you can do is really just align your heart with that desire. Align your thoughts with that desire, hold that space of love, and then, work with the unfolding. But watch for the frustration, because that really could bubble up. How can you apply love to the frustration? How can you value the power of love in and through this? Mercury into Virgo, 2:57 p.m. So anytime we have Mercury shifting, that's Pacific time, by the way, 2:57 Pacific time. Anytime we have Mercury shifting, it can feel like a Mercury retrograde energy. So it'll be 29 degrees the first part of the day, and then it shifts to 0, especially 0. 0 can be very, very, very wonky, so do beware of that. Communications may just go off all of a sudden and be like, that's okay. Let that happen. Mercury in Virgo, like I said, gives us an opportunity to step into focus with our mind, but it can ramp up our monkeys. So it's important to watch your monkeys and guard your monkeys, and also remind your monkeys that there is more than the mind, and that it is important to listen with all of these layers. Listen to all of your layers, but also listen in the world with all of your layers. All of your cells are experiencing this world, and all of your cells have information to offer you. And so with Mercury and Virgo, we get a chance to connect into this energy. So it can be a really great time of focusing, dialing in, doing the thing. But it all can get very convoluted if we just get stuck in the mind, and especially if the monkeys are running and ruling the mind. As we finish the day, we have Venus also connecting into Pluto. That can be challenging in relationship, first off. But again, my feeling is Pluto in Capricorn, especially as it's retrograde, it's really helping to seek out and sort out the places where we have given our power away. And so many of us have given our power away when it comes to our body, whether it's our health, or how many hours we spend at work, or what we're even doing physically with our body. What are we eating physically? And so with this alignment with Venus and Pluto, taking the power back of your personal body, taking that responsibility, that's a Capricorn word, of your physical body. What is it asking for? What is it calling for? And again, this ties into the beginning part of the scope where I was like, hey, you may get some holistic messages from your body as the moon passes over. So this is doubly true as the moon connects into Pluto. So let's look at these cards. At the top of the cards, maturity. Maturity, full circle, holistic energy, body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. Finding that balance. And here we have that abundance card. These are both earth cards. I have several earth cards in here, 3 earth cards in here. But that abundance card is finding that balance between your physical self and also your spiritual self. So really work that balance. That is part of that maturity, but also keep in mind body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. The ordinariness card. Look for the good. Look for the good around you, especially if you're like struggling and feeling that like Mercury 29, like feeling frustrated. What is some of the good that's happening around these things that you're feeling frustrated in? Innocence card. This is also beautiful in regards to that Mercury 29. This is the Sun card. Beautiful things coming and stemming from this. So really, this is, like I said, this is the Sun. How can you let the sun be your master? How can you let it help you shine? Shine light in those dark crevices. How can you be the student? How can you be the innocent in this situation? And then finally, works so perfectly, laziness. Take it easy. Like I said, void moon, planet shifting. The whole day may feel a little wonk, but again, the wonk gives you an opportunity to be, am I connected in with all these pieces of me? So, that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. Have the power and stay curious. Namaste.